Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a recent July favourites video. So if you want to see some of the things that I've been loving in the past month or so, then keep watching. So cheers, nice to see you again. I feel like I've not done a sit down video in ages, and seriously I have to apologise for the fact if my vibe and my energy is a bit low in this video because I feel really rotten. Today is Wednesday and it's the day that hopefully, if I can get this edited in time, you'll be seeing this as well. I'm really not well at all. I've got some sort of lurgy, headache, body aches, bit queasy off my food, stuffy nose as you can probably tell, and like swollen glands, and I just didn't want to come across as lazy, so I'm trying to film this video. So I've put makeup on and curled my hair just for this, but sorry if I'm not like my usual self. But my favourites, I've got loads to show you, so I'll crack on with them, one of which is kind of this room, and I've not done a tour video for this yet because I'm waiting on an electrician to come on Friday to fit a light fitting, and then it will be all done, because in between that time I'm going to finish another coat on our radiator and just neaten up any bits that need doing. But it's gone really well, but we are pretty exhausted, and as I speak Mark is currently decorating Stan's new bedroom. I will go into the whole why we've done changing rooms and swap rooms and we're all doing musical beds and that kind of thing in that video. But yeah, it's just been lovely. It's lovely to see it all come together and have a room to decorate again, because obviously when you get your house and you slowly do it up over a number of years, after a while you kind of get to a point where you don't actually need to decorate anymore because you've done all the rooms, at least for a time being anyway. So I've really enjoyed getting creative with my own random taste in interiors. But on to the favourites, and we'll start with what I'm drinking actually, and this is iced coffee. I need perking up for this video, so I made myself a little cup, and then I thought, oh my god, I have to include this because I've been drinking so much of it recently. So let me wet the palette and I'll be with you in a second. So this is it. Now I'm an iced coffee nut, absolutely love the stuff. I would probably say that out of any type of coffee, iced coffee is what I prefer more than anything else. I just love it. I've been drinking this for a very long time now. I actually worked with Califia, the brand, last year. I would say maybe coming up to a year ago now, maybe just under a year, and I worked with them on their almond milk brand, their range, which is lovely. And I found out from the brand through chatting with them that they're actually going to introduce a coffee range, and I have kept my beady eyes open. First found it in Sainsbury's, and now you can pick it up a few different places, but I love it. So this is their XX espresso cold brew coffee with almond. It's dairy free, which is always a plus for any of you that have got intolerances or are just cutting down on dairy for whatever reason. But it's so nice, and I like that it comes in a big bottle like this, so I can buy it almost in bulk and keep it in the fridge. I buy the little bottles sometimes when I'm out and about as well, and it's just a bit cheaper than nipping to Costa all the time. So I'm trying to put it down, and I still love a Costa, don't get me wrong, but I really love the stuff, and every time I see the big bottle I'll always try and pick it up. So that is definitely worth trying if you've not had it already. And this isn't an ad, obviously I have worked with them before, but I just really wanted to share it. But the other favourites that I want to mention before I get into physical things that I can show are sort of just things that I'm enjoying doing at the moment. Now I mentioned in my last favourites video, I think it was, that I was really enjoying getting back into exercise again, going to the gym. So what I was doing was going to the gym a couple of times a week, 3 times a week, depending on how much I could fit in, and I was also doing Zumba. But sorry, sore throat. But I've also started doing a spinning challenge course over the summer, so I'm doing it every week, and I'm doing it with my mum and dad actually, and my auntie Debbie is actually the person that teaches the challenge. So we've all signed up and paid our money, and we're there every week, and there's only 10 of us that are doing it because it's in a little private gym. But I am absolutely loving it, and it challenges me in ways that I cannot believe. I didn't ever think I would be capable of doing something like that. It is as intense as people say. It's really hard work, but I seem to be doing really well at it. It seems to naturally fit my body strength, because I've got massive legs, and they seem to be quite good at getting the pedals going and stuff, and I'm just loving it. I'm really enjoying it, and exercise has been such a positive thing for me, and I just feel like I wanted to talk about it again. And then another thing that I've been loving recently is just that ever since Katie and I started our book club, it really does seem to have kick-started my ability to keep reading again. I used to read all the time when I was younger. Before kids, I would always have a book going, always, every single day that I would get to read at some point, and I really do miss that. I miss it a lot. But when I've been really tired and it's been a long day, or the kids have been like, you know, particularly awkward that day, and I just don't have the mental energy a lot of the time to pick up a book, so I'm just sort of like lying on the sofa or like scrolling through my phone or watching whatever's on telly, and I don't always think that's the best thing for me to be doing. So I've been loving getting into reading again, like really enjoying reading again, and one of the favourites that I'll show later on in this video is actually a book, so you know, stay tuned for that. And then the final thing that I've been loving doing, which is not like, it's not mind-blowing by any means, but I've been listening to loads of old school music recently, you know, like stuff from your youth, back when I was a cool kid and I was a teenager, and it's just been making me really happy. I think it all stemmed from, if you watch Love Island, Craig David did like a special like appearance on it, and like Craig David is like a man from my teenage years, like of course he is. If you're a similar age to me, you know what I mean. And it just kind of reminded me of different songs that I loved back then, so I've been searching through them a lot on like Spotify, or trying to like remember things like, does anyone remember Three Little Women, Players Gonna Play, songs like that, or like Cleopatra, Coming At Ya, or Billy, Honey to the Bee, that kind of stuff, Because We Want To. I've just been listening to stuff like that a lot, and it really cheers my mood. But yeah, those are 3 things that I've been enjoying doing, and yeah, they just make me happy, so I thought I would share them. So considering I've already mentioned reading as being something that I loved, I thought I would quickly show you the book now, like stop all the suspense. And this is actually the book that Katie and I have chosen for our book club throughout the month of August. This person here has already finished it, and she pretty much finished it in a day. I just couldn't stop reading it, so any opportunity that I could read, I was reading. So like when it was nap time and the kids would like leave me alone for like 15 minutes, I would read it at night. I was just hooked. And on a particularly sunny day last week, I think it was, before like all of the rain came, I went through it so quickly. It's such a good book. Dorothy Comson is up there as one of my favourite authors. I think she always will be. Like every single book that I read of hers, I absolutely love. So if you're not joining in with the book club already, like you definitely should. There's still loads of time, because obviously it's still August, and definitely pick this up. Can't recommend it enough. It's so good. I won't go into it any more than that, because that will be in my next book club video. Another random favourite that I've got to show you is actually this candle. Now I featured this in a weekend vlog. It wasn't like this weekend just gone, it was the one before. But it's so nice, it's so nice. I picked it up from Homesense. It's one of the DW home candles, and this one is Calming Waves. And typically when I pick candles, I like vanilla-y scents, I like sort of foodie scents, so like the Bath and Body Works ones around like autumn and winter are great. Like, you know, like when it's like a pumpkin spice latte or something like that, the smells are amazing. Or like I like quite like spicy ones, like, you know, the Christmas scents. But I don't tend to burn candles that much throughout spring and summer, because then I kind of move on to like getting obsessed with flowers and stuff instead. It's just a seasonal thing for me. But I picked this up recently, and I saw DW Home, which is like the brand that I like, and I picked it off the shelf, and I was like, right, well I know I like that, so I just give it a sniff, and I was like, this is really nice. It's almost a bit perfumey with like a touch of masculinity. It's like kind of like a really nice smelling man, but then a bit vanilla-y, and it's just so nice. And every time I've had it lit and I walk back into the room where it's lit, I'm always going to mark, oh, I love that candle, can you smell that? Oh, that's so nice. And I just love it. So if you have a Homesense near you and you fancy picking up yourself some candles, DW Home is the brand that I really rate, and Calming Waves, if you can spot it in your local store, is really worth picking up. So next up I'm going to go on to beauty. In fact, I'm going to start with these because one of them is leaking all over my legs, which is not very nice, but I've just grabbed them out the shower. So it is this shower gel. This is the Orange Blossom and Argan Oil Moroccan Spa Imperial Leather Rich Creamy Lather Spa Escape Shower Cream. That's quite a mouthful, but these are the second and third ones of these that I bought. I bought a massive one when I saw it. I don't know where I was, but I picked it up because it just looked nice. Excuse the rain in the garden outside, because I've got a window open because it's quite warm in here, but it's just started peeing it down. Anyway, they are so nice. It smells like nothing I've ever tried before. It's so lovely. It doesn't smell particularly orangey, if that's what you're worried about. It's just really, really pretty. I've just had to go and close the window because the rain is lashing it down, and you're probably thinking, why is Charlotte so obsessed with rain? But I live in the part of the UK at the moment that got really badly hit by floods recently, and it's where there's a dam that's potentially going to bust its like damness as well. And there's also a dam that could potentially break as well. So every time it rains, I'm just thinking about other people that live around me and like their houses, and just like I hope that it's not a repeat of last week, because it's really scary. If you follow me on Instagram, our garden, I'll try and insert a clip of the footage if I've still got it. Basically, it was really bad. But yeah, sorry, I closed the window because it was way too noisy. But what I was saying about these is that it's just really nice. It almost smells a bit like laundry to me, and it's probably a weird thing to say when you're washing your body, but I keep buying it, hence why I've got a spare already. I just really like it. So if you see it when you're out and about, I've seen it in like Tesco and what have you, give it a go because it's really nice. The other beauty skincare thing I want to talk about is this, and it's the First Day Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I have the scent Pink Grapefruit, but it does come in lemon, which I don't like very much, I've got to say, or like unscented. It's just so thirst quenching for your skin. I noticed that my skin was getting a little bit dry recently, and I do feel like I'm showing like slight, I don't know, signs of aging. I still get ID'd, which is lovely, but I can just feel like I'm getting like a bit drier, and my eyes are looking a little bit more like crepey, if you know what I mean. But I've used this before, really, really get on with it. It's great for sensitive skin, it's great for super dry skin, and it gives my skin so much like moisture, and it's so happy when I'm using it. So I'm so glad that I picked it up. But yeah, it's nice and thick. I put it on every morning before I do my makeup, sinks in really nicely, and then I feel like I've got a really good base from which to work from. So I'm so pleased that I got it again. I picked mine up from Look Fantastic, I think it was on offer, which is why I brought the big tub, but I'm definitely gonna keep buying it. And it says on the side it is allergy tested, no artificial fragrances, and it's safe for sensitive skin as well. So if that sounds like you, definitely give it a go. Then the next favourite that I got is this, and this is a Fenty Beauty lip gloss actually, and this is in the shade Fenty Glow. And I actually bought this, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, Molly May from Love Island like came up on my subscriptions, it was like a suggested video, because obviously my phone's been listening to everything that I say or something creepy like that, and I watched it, and it was like how I do my makeup, and she always like looks stunning. Every time I see her, she always looks amazing. So I was like, oh, I'm curious about this. And she put this on at the end, and it's really, really pretty. I'm just going to try and put this on now for you. It's like a kind of warm dusky pink shade, but it's so nice to have like a little bit of gloss in the summer. I find like over like my NYX soft matte lip creams, I tend to wear them quite a lot, as you probably know, and I've got Zurich on at the moment, and over the top it's just really nice. It's dead creamy, it's not sticky, it lasts a long time, and I really, really enjoy it. I've never ordered any of the Fenty Beauty range, just like never ever picked it up. I thought, oh, is the price point too high, I'm not gonna like it, but really, really like this. So it's kind of made me want to try some other bits from there. So if you've ever tried any Fenty Beauty stuff, let me know in the comments down below what you would recommend. So I've got two things left to talk about now, and one of them is this cardigan, and this is from ASOS, and every single time I've worn this or like featured it in a video, people have asked where it's from, and you've made me feel really good about myself, because I love this cardigan. I was looking on ASOS the other day, just having a nosy, you know, like when you just fancy window shopping just to pass a bit of time or something, and fantasize about what you buy if you were like loaded or something. But I was having a nosy through, and I saw this, and I just, you know, when you favourite it and you keep going back to it and looking at it in your favourites bit and thinking, oh, I really like that, and I feel like it's going to sell out really quickly as well. It is probably still more towards the autumn side, but I have been wearing it on like rainy days like today where it's a bit cooler. But it's just the most gorgeous, gorgeous pink cardigan. It is slightly oversized. Mine is a size 12, and it's beautiful. It's got little buttons, which size you want here, a little kind of creamy white buttons that are a little bit tortoiseshell-y, and it's so nice to throw on like over like a vest top or a t-shirt with jeans, or you know, you can probably wear it with loads of different things, to be honest. But I'm so glad that I picked it up. And you know, when you just keep reaching for something to the point where this actually probably needs a wash. But yeah, if you see it online still, I'll link it down below for you if you're interested. I really do recommend it. I love ASOS. Like literally, I was would say about 90% of my clothes are from ASOS at the moment, and I really love this one. And then the final thing that I want to share, I thought every time I do these videos from now on I would do like a video of the week, because I'm on YouTube anyway and I might as well share some other accounts. And this one isn't necessarily like an up and coming account or anything like that, but it's just a video that came up in my suggested videos feed, and it is a little clip from Nadia Hussein's Time to Eat, or Nadia's Time to Eat. It was on the BBC YouTube channel anyway, but she made this really cool recipe for like a lunch idea, and it was like an egg tortilla wrap, and I just thought it looked amazing, and that woman can come up with some seriously good stuff, and I thought it was a really clever recipe. So I'll leave that link down below if you've not seen it already, because I thought it would be a really clever idea to like try something new with the kids over the summer holidays as a lunch idea. And we always have eggs in, and we generally always have wraps in as well. So yeah, I just thought it was a really clever little recipe, and I feel like you could pimp it up a little bit and do different things. So I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I thought I would share it anyway. So that is my video of the week. But I'm going to end this video here now. I'm going to try and quickly edit it and hopefully just not die, because I feel so poorly. I feel so like queasy and just not myself at all, like really snotty and run down and achy. A few people have said like near around where I live that they've got like gastric flu and stuff, so I don't know if that's it. I really hope it's not it, but fingers crossed it goes soon anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna edit this quickly and I will hopefully see you very soon. So have a lovely day whatever you're up to. I hope the summer holidays aren't too tough for you and you're managing to enjoy them if you're off with the kids and stuff, and if you're at work as well, I'll send you my love, because I know it's hard, I've been there. But yeah, have a lovely day whatever you're up to, and I will see you very soon. Bye.